Hey, 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 it is your girl Pusher. If you're not pushing forward, you're moving backwards. Say it out loud. Forward ever, backwards never. No, really. Say that thing out loud. Forward ever, backwards never. Did you get your copy of It Takes One to Know One Workbook and Journal, People Pusher? And remember me? No, well, go over to pusherlife.org. Go to the office link and get your copies today. I'm telling you, they will bless your whole life. And while you're over there, please take the pledge. Healing 1 million people. You're not taking a pledge for me. You're taking a pledge for yourself. You are committing to your own growth and development. So take the pledge. Take the pledge. I got a lot going on this evening, and I am not going to delay. So whoever is here, and who I pray that you receive what it is that I have to share with you on this evening. Discipline over motivation. Let's have a conversation about that. I am going to take you through my personal process of how this is not a Big Bang Theory. I took myself through a process. And as I shared with you all 2 weeks ago, I am a writer, and how I feed, how I grow, how I retain information is writing it out, reading and writing. I have never lost that rhythm. I still read. I still write. I am not codependent on gadgets and all of that. Although I am up with the times, I still rely on my own penmanship because I don't want to lose it. I don't want to have to relearn how to write all over again, because I've become codependent on talking to someone to write out what it is that I want to say. So I am definitely one of those chicks that still reads books and still write and on notebook paper and a blue ink pen or a black ink pen. I am that girl. But in any event, I do have something to share with you. So let me add this. I'm still here, so don't look for me. I'm right here in the corner. I'm still here. So, discipline over motivation. Why consistency beats feelings. Oh, we're going to put our healing in action on this evening. If you're ready, I need you to go in the chat and let me know that you are ready. Cynthia, I see you. Good evening. High Def Tone is in a building. What's up? Yes, yes, yes. But I need you to communicate. I need you to, if you hear something, I need you to put it in the chat. If you hear something, it sticks out to you, put it in the chat. If you have a question, put it in the chat. We are going to, and I am not going to rush through this. I'm a slow stroke it for the people in the back. I am, because I want you to get this. Discipline over motivation. So let me know you are ready. Put it in the chat. I'm here. I'm ready to rock and roll, and I will begin. I promise you. I promise you. Ah! I'm gonna leave it alone. I ain't even gonna touch it. I ain't gonna touch it. Let me just get right on to it. Okay, so remember I said I was coming out of a season, and every time I come out of a season, I do learn a lesson. And most of the time, it is not a typical lesson. I go through some growing pains. And coming out of this season, I chose discipline over motivation, literally. And what came out of this for me? Motivation gets you started, but discipline keeps you going. If you understand that, I need you to communicate with me in the chat, and I'll move past it. But if no one communicates, I'll stay on it, because I'll think you ain't getting it. And so I will stay on that particular topic if you don't holler back at me this evening. Motivation gets you started, discipline keeps you going. And sometimes just say ouch. If I'm knocking on your door, if I invited myself in, just say ouch. Just say ouch. But I'm walking you through my own personal process. So I am not talking to just one individual. I am sharing with you my process and what I chose. I am not saying this is for everybody, but what I am saying is this is what's working for me. And I am sharing it with you in hopes that if you do need to receive this, that you hear it and you do something with it. Motivation gets you started. Discipline keeps you going. What is motivation? Let's talk about it, because motivation isn't a negative thing. However, motivation is emotional. It is emotional. Motivation is temporary. You know how you pump yourself up? You got, if you want to work out, whatever commitment that you making. I don't know why I chose workout, but for us women, sometimes that is one of the exaggerated tasks and commitments that we make. We're going to put ourselves on a workout plan, a diet plan. You motivate yourself to do that because you don't feel like it. You don't want to. It's based upon how you feel. And so you get that motivational fix, which is temporary. It's based on your mood or your inspiration. And so what is the mood? What is the inspiration? The inspiration is I need to lose weight, and or I need to change my eating habits, and or I need to focus on this particular thing or this particular area in my life. That's the inspiration, the mood, how I feel. I'm going to move according to how I feel. So if I put this plan in place and I wake up tomorrow and I don't feel like it, that means the motivation has expired. It comes and it goes. Here's some truth for you. You won't always feel like doing what needs to be done. That is reality. That is truth. I don't know why we lie to ourselves. I don't know why we manipulate our brain to believe something that is false. If you are a human being, if you have the activity of your limbs, your thinking is clear. You have mobility. You are in touch with your emotions, or you know that you feel in a way you might not can't identify. But the thing is, you feel something. And I'm telling you, in life, you're not going to always feel like doing what you need, what needs to be done. Okay. Since you don't believe me, let me ask you a question. The same question that I asked myself. Is there ever a time you did not feel like doing something that you know you needed to do and you did not do it? I'm not asking for an excuse. I'm just saying answer a yes or no to yourself, not to me. You ain't even got to put it in the chat. But I'm saying this is something that I had to be real with myself. I don't always feel like showing up and putting my best foot forward. I don't always feel like it. That's the truth. See, when you can get to a place where you can tell yourself the truth, guess what happens? You can tell everybody else the truth. So motivation is emotional, it's temporary, based on mood or inspiration, comes and goes. The truth is, you won't always feel like doing what needs to be done. We are so impressed with all these images. Oh, I'm the strong one. Oh, I'm the one that got it together. Oh, I'm this, I'm that. I'm a leader of this. But you're human before you're anything. Or maybe I'm just on an island by myself, that I understand that motivation isn't guaranteed. It doesn't have longevity in all things. It comes and it goes. It's inconsistent. What is discipline? Because there is a difference. Discipline is a decision. It's a decision. It's not based on how you feel. It's based on what you know. Make a decision. What is the decision? Not how you feel. What is the decision that needs to be made? Discipline is a habit. It's a way of life. So we know that saying, anything that you do over 21 days become a habit. I say anything that you commit yourself to in your mind and in your heart, it can become a habit. You don't have to wait to 21 days to believe that you can do it. As the man, as a woman, think of in his or her heart, so is she. What is discipline? A commitment to your future self. Who you was yesterday is gone. 10 years ago, 5 years ago, 2 years ago. You are building today for tomorrow and so forth. And so if our healing, because remember, that is the umbrella. If my healing is ahead of me, then everything that I am committing myself to today is for my future. And guess what the truth is? I do it even when I don't feel like it. Why? Because I recognize that this journey is not based upon how I feel. So even when I don't feel like it, I still show up. And you get most of the times when I don't feel like it is when you get the best part of me. Is when I'm pushing myself. When I refuse to be lazy. When I refuse to shortchange myself. When I refuse to disappoint myself. What is discipline? It is a decision. It is a habit. It is a commitment to your future. And the truth to that is you do whatever it is necessary, even when you don't feel like it. It needs to get done. It is a priority. You are the priority. Most of us as women, what we use as an excuse to not show up, we use our cycle. And years ago, this preacher, she came in, little short powerhouse preacher, came to MCIW one day and just stomped on all of us. She said, let me talk to you women. And let me share, let me be real with y'all for a minute. And it changed my life. She said, do you know you can control your attitude? We wait every month. A lot of us wait every month so that we can have an excuse to be mean, so that we can have an excuse to not show up, so we can have an excuse to not get it done, so we will have an excuse to not go on that job interview, so we will have an excuse not to pick up that phone, so we will have an excuse. Come on now. It's not based upon how you feel. Challenge your perspective. Motivation versus discipline. Here's motivation based on your feelings. It's inconsistent, yet it is exciting. Motivation starts you on your way and gets you pumped up. But you can't rely on motivation for consistency. Why? Because at some point in the journey, it's going to get tough. Somewhere in the journey, you're going to have to tap in. It ain't, the birds ain't gonna chirp and the sun ain't gonna shine and the rainbow ain't gonna be bright all day, every day. Here's the value in discipline. It's reliable. It can seem boring, but it's effective. It finished the journey. How many of us is misplacing? Our discipline for motivation. We're looking to feel good. We want somebody to tickle our fancy. We want somebody to tell us what we want to hear. We don't want to hear the truth. Tell me the truth. If you love me, tell me the truth. I'm telling y'all the conversations that I got to have with myself. I'm sharing. The real problem. Here's the real problem that we don't want to talk about. Most people wait till they feel ready. I don't know how many individuals have sat across from me and told me that they were waiting. And I'm looking all around and I'm trying to figure out what you're waiting for. Waiting for an unction, waiting for a feeling, waiting for what? If you don't make the decision, if you don't get up, ain't nothing going to happen. You're just wasting thoughts. You're just wasting time. Most people wait to feel ready, and I'm telling you, stop it. I did it for so long. Do you know how many blessings I fumbled because I was waiting for a feeling? Many of us are so discouraged. We don't want to go to church. We don't want to talk about God because we're fixated on a feeling. And I'm telling you to detach yourself from that thinking. Why? Because success comes from showing up even when you don't feel like it. You don't rise to your goals, you fall to your habits. And you find yourself asking, how did I get here again? And I'm telling you, because you're basing your movement, the rhythm of your movement is emotional. Your response is emotional. When someone challenges you, you get emotional. And I'm saying, come on, sis. Come on, bro. Come on, ma'am. Come on, sir. Get some discipline. When you see people working out, you see results. You see results. Anything that you commit yourself to, you see the results. But when you do nothing but feel, what do you see? Depression, chaos. The real problem, most people wait to feel ready. But I assure you, success comes from showing up anyway, whether you feel ready or not. Why discipline wins, you might ask. Discipline builds self-trust. How many conversations you've indulged in and people say, oh, I don't trust people. I don't like talking. I don't like sharing my business because I don't trust people. Every time somebody asks me that, you know what I ask? Do you trust yourself? Do you trust yourself? Discipline is what creates the momentum. It reduces the excuses that we make. It produces results over time. Remember, we said discipline might be boring, but it's effective. It might got a slow pace to it, but it's effective. It might not get you that instant gratification, but it is effective. Motivation fades, discipline compounds. Come on now. Who don't want to continue to add to their life versus continue subtracting from your life? Here we go. Discipline in real life. Here's some examples. Going to work when you're tired. How many of us still show up to work even when we're tired? Even when we've having a rough week or rough day moment? How many of us still show up and give it our best? Studying when you're bored. Most of us are sitting around, we find ourselves bored, but you the problem, sis. You the problem, bro. You bored because you ain't choosing to do nothing. What is your craft? Learn it. Research it so you can become the best at it. When I show up here every week, I'm still learning. Even how to do, y'all don't understand. When I tried to do this, it would not work. I played around. I asked some questions. I went and did some research until I figured it out. And now we're here. It was important for me to get this done like this because it was a challenge for me. Here's another one we don't want to talk about: staying sober when you're triggered. Soon as we get some unpleasant news, we go get the bottle. We go smoke. We go indulge in things that we know is just temporary. Why? Because we're looking for an emotional fix. And when I'm saying when you choose discipline over motivation, what happens is you weather that storm. Why? So that you can get stronger. It's just like lifting weights. Over time, you'll start seeing the impact, the endurance, your strength. You become stronger in your arms. You get a little muscles. If you're a writer and you keep writing and you keep practicing, what happens? You become better and better and better. Come on, but you can't do it if you don't have a sober mind. If you don't know how to weather the storm in your right mind. Here's another one: working out when unmotivated. So here's a challenge. For me, I got a little bike. I don't like the bike because it don't have no handles, which means I have to work extra hard at my core. And I don't want to. I'm never motivated. I'm telling you the truth. But if I want my blood to stay circulating and I don't want these blood clots to keep coming, guess what I do? I get on that bike. Why? Because I need my legs to work. I need this blood to stay circulating and moving. Here's another one: choosing peace over chaos. So many of us rather argue. So many of us want to be in disagreement. So many of us want to prove that we're right. We forget about the healing. We want to prove how smart we are, how educated we are, how strong we are, how boss we are. Oh, you ain't going to play with me. I can say this because I come from that. We learn about how we look and how people accept us. And I'm saying, choose peace over chaos. Every time. Motivation won't get you there, but discipline will help you master the art of protecting your peace. I assure you of that. This is where real growth happens. It's in this process. When people get bored, they keep confusion. I remove myself. I can't do that. My peace is everything. I can't heal being around messiness. You know what, Miss Van, what I learned about that, I agree. I remove myself too for the sake of peace. But sometimes I find myself challenging myself. If I got all this peace inside of me, if I got all this joy and all this happiness, if I got all these things inside of me and I'm talking about how much I love God and how much I love his people, it's easy for me to love you. It's easy for me to talk to you. Why? Because when I'm in your presence, there's order. When I'm in your presence, there's peace. This ain't for everybody. Sometimes I walk into the messiness because I understand that my light, the authority that I walk into, the power that I speak through, in the same room with chaos or messiness. I say it all the time. I did 22 years. If I survived that, if I overcame that, it ain't nothing y'all can do. I'm trying to tell you. Discipline. Discipline is not emotional. I'm not choosing to not deal with you based on how I feel. We got to be clear on why we making the decisions that we're making. Be clear. Make sure you're not coming from an emotional or irrational, because when you're emotional, you become irrational when you're thinking. We say stuff that we mean in that moment. I'm not one of the ones. So if you ever get angry and you don't know how to control your tongue, I advise you, don't come to me. Why? Because I'm going to believe everything you say. Am I going to hold it against you? But there might be some adjustments made. The discipline formula. See, I'm never going to walk you through my process and not give you the remedy that helped me cross over. First, it was a decision that I had to make. And the decision that I had to make was, I am going to choose discipline over motivation. I made that decision. The second part, after I made the decision, I had to make another decision to commit to that thing. And now here's the third step, the repeat. This is for us repeated offenders that don't always get it right the first time. Understand it's a part of the process. And if you choose discipline over motivation, you won't fall apart when you don't get it right the first time. What you will do is self-reflect, figure out what you did, and whatever you did that you shouldn't do again, you eradicate that. And whatever you did do that worked for you, you keep that and keep building until you get it. Why? Because discipline eventually enables you to become. Why? Because you're not quitting. Why? Because you're not making this decision based upon how you feel. How do I know that? Because the discipline formula is not based upon how we feel. I used to tell my brother all the time, my twin brother, trying is weak man's work. We either gonna get it done or we not. We ain't trying. And then some of us, we quit. It get too hard. It get too difficult. You get a bee sting and you falling all over the place. It is the end of the world. Now you don't want to live no more. Come on now. Stop it. And what you repeat is the same cycle that's keeping you stagnated. The same cycle that's keeping you depressed. The same cycle that's keeping you emotional. You're not moving forward. You're just going around and around and around and around and with no destination. Just a whole bunch of emotions, confusion. That's messy. That's chaotic. But yet you want to stand in front of people and say, I'm leading you to this. You got a voice and you finally can hear it. Now you want to talk to the whole world with your emotional self. Practice your right to remain silent. Why? Because when you are emotional, guess what you're doing? You're putting all that stuff on other people. Choose discipline. Here is my final reflection. See, it wasn't long at all. The life you want is on the other side of consistency. Let me say that again. The life you want is on the other side of consistency. Motivation will hype you up. Discipline will change your life. I'm telling you, not what somebody told me, but what I experienced for myself. And I mean just recently. Now, hear me and hear me clear. I'm not saying don't be motivated. Now, when I first started, I said, listen, motivation is a beautiful thing, but you can't be codependent on that. You can, but lower your expectations. Please, ma'am, please, sir. Yes, yes, yes. Get out my notes, girl. Yes. Constantly doing 360 changes when we got to do 180 in order to gain consistency. When you do a 360, all you do is end up where you started from. And we saying it like it's cute. But do you really hear yourself, ma'am? Do you really hear yourself, sir? I did a whole 360. Well, all you did was end up right back where you started. Maybe it's just me. Maybe that's my old pattern. Maybe that was, I'm on an island by myself. So I ask you, because it's up to us as individuals. What kind of life you want? Are you looking ahead? Forward ever, backwards never. Have you tapped into the workbook and journal? It takes one to know one. Have you really tapped into it? Are you doing the work? I was so excited to share this with you all today. I'm telling you. Why? Because I love learning. And I don't gatekeep information. I couldn't wait to share this with you all. Why? Because the power of choosing discipline over motivation. Now, I'm not saying you're not going to feel away, but don't let your emotions lead you. Reflect, even right now, reflect on your life. Hold up. Let me come up. Oh, yeah. Y'all see what I got? I don't know where the five's at, but it look crazy. It ain't $1. It's 15 people. Don't be cash at me $1. Talk about where your books. 15. 15. So it's conversation time. Yes, Ms. Van, that is a part of the process. That is a part yes. My mental has to process my own battles. So nevertheless, I need to recoup my thoughts before responding. Amen. Because guess what happens? When we respond, when we are impulsive in our reaction, we are emotional. And so I can appreciate anyone that wants to have a difficult conversation with me. I appreciate the fact that they take time to think it through first. Get through your emotions. Feel what you need to feel. Take yourself through the process. You teach people how to treat you. And this is me teaching y'all how to treat me. Why? Because this is how I handle me. I don't mind anyone holding me account, telling me the truth. If it's going to heal me, if it's going to help me. We are so emotional. Somebody say one thing and we are falling apart that we don't like. Yes, I'm trying to tell you, bro. Think it through. Think it through. My spine ain't got a little more straight. And I've never been that emotional, but I have been emotional. And I'm saying I'm choosing, which means I'd rather tap into my gift of discernment than my emotions. God revealed to me right now the truth. First about me and then the other parties, if it's parties involved. What is it that I need to say or do? Or is there anything I need to say or do? See, we skip that part. See, if you don't take a time to stop back before you go and commit yourself to anything, good, bad, or indifferent, what happened to the conversation that we need to have with the Father? See, when you choose discipline over motivation, you start really having your impulse become, Father God, come get me. And the way I talk to him, I be like, dude, bridle my dude. I'm trying to tell you. Because I know my flesh. I know if I choose my emotions, I know what can come out of me. Yes, sunshine. Yes, show me first. Show me to me. Fix me. We go through life and we blame everybody for everything. Let me take that back. Hey, bro, what FEBN stand for? I'm a little slow. FEBN. What that stand for? I don't know what that means. Am I supposed to know what that means? Because I don't know what it means. I'm waiting for a definition. It must be a delay. Oh, shoot. Pray for me. It threw me off. Don't troll, you like what? See, the initials had distracted me, and I can't believe I didn't know what that meant. Lord, pray for me. I did not know what that meant. He got fancy on me. He didn't initial them. Pray for me. Lord Jesus. But yes, do y'all understand what I'm saying? Discipline over motivation. Hold up. Let me oh yeah, forward arrow back was never. Hold up. Let me take y'all. I want to talk about the two truths. The one is under what is motivation. You won't always feel like doing what needs to be done. And then doing it even when you don't feel like it. So let's put a pin right here. First of all, is this making sense? Would anybody agree? Does anybody agree or disagree with the fact that you won't always feel like doing what needs to be done? And you haven't always did what needs to be done because of how you felt? Or am I the only one willing to tell the truth? There's a couple times that I should have been recording, but I was doing something else because I did not feel like it. I was going through my analytics, and it encourages me to do, it tells me where in my domains I should be posting more at. It tells me that when I research and do and look over my stats and stuff. And now that I know that, ask me, have I concentrated on it? No. Ask me why, because I ain't feel like it. And I'm saying this was recent. I had the time to do it. I just didn't feel like it. And then I had to remind myself, see, this is where we go back to, this is when we go to this right here. Decide, commit, repeat, become. Remember earlier I said that we won't always get it right the first time. Sometimes when we go through the process, we find ourselves repeating the process. Why? Anybody, any sport, any fans of sports out there? If you talk to anyone that play basketball, any sport, any physical dance, anything physical that you need your body and your energy, and you need mental strength, not just physical, but mental strength as well. How many times do you think they had to practice before they perfected whatever their craft is? Whether they run track, whether they're a figure skater, whether they are dancers, basketball players, football, soccer, lacrosse, baseball, doesn't matter. Anything that requires you to use your energy. People that like 10,000 hours, they say, diligently until they show themselves approved. When my physical takes over my mental, I get thrown off and stop. But now I got to remind myself that I must push on, acting as if until it is. No, you don't. No, you do not. No, you do not. So yesterday, I was a lot more pumped up. I was a lot more pumped up. I was a lot more present. I was up and down. But today, when I showed up, I was operating in my default, which is reserved, quiet, withdrawn. Because my body every month goes through difficulties before I come on my cycle. Now that I know that, I could have made up an excuse to stay in my bed. I could have. But it wasn't that difficult. Wasn't that bad. All I needed to do was just slow down and take my time. Even though I might have been jumping up and down yesterday, today I can't do it. So I'm going to sit my tail down and get whatever I could get done while I'm sitting down. See, you got to meet yourself right where you are. Discipline enables you to think rationally. When your body is speaking to you, if you allow your emotions to speak back, guess what your emotions say? Girl, I don't feel good. You start having that conversation with yourself. I don't feel good. And then if it's something that you continuously go through, the conversation is intense. I'm tired. I'm sick of this. Why me? We have an emotional party. Discipline says, what is it that my body needs right now? See, the tone in the conversation changes. The focus changes. Why? Because I'm not feeding my emotions. So if your body says slow down, slow down. If your body tells you to sit down, sit down. What I am saying is we don't have to use excuses for why we are not doing the things that we know we need to do for ourselves. I don't care what it is. Whatever you have committed yourself to, you're not going to always feel like showing up. It's during those times that we challenge ourselves. Me and Key had a little situation, and I realized that I was being extra emotional. Your girl was emotional, and when I say emotional, I mean I was irrational. I wasn't that irrational, but my emotions were speaking through me. Even though I knew what to say and how to say it, I'll allow my emotions to take the lead. So I didn't express myself in to show that I have some emotional intelligence. I did not. See, I can tell the truth about me because I am aware and I want to be better. And that was a part of my decision making of, girl, get a grip. Why? Because it ain't even that serious. When we are emotional, we take the smallest thing and we try to direct the whole movie out of it. And I'm saying, Miss Ma'am, Mr. Sir, it ain't that serious. For all my drivers that like to cuss and fuss while they on the road. We don't know what's going on in the other vehicles, but we just want to fuss. We want to cuss. We want to just talk, because the person that cut us off, or the person ain't let us over, or the person that crossed the street and looking at you like, why you driving? Discipline enables you to just let people be where they are. Why? Because I ain't did nothing to you. And it ain't that serious. Why? Because I'd rather get where I need to be safely. So when I choose discipline over emotions in that particular situation, guess what happens? I save my life and that person's. Why? Because I ain't arguing. I ain't going to flip the finger. I ain't going to do none of that. Why? Because my emotions is not going to lead me. We go to the grocery store, and the customer service is out of whack. They getting smart. Most of us, we going to clap right back. Why? Because you don't know me. You ain't going to disrespect me. Discipline over motivations enables you to just smile through it anyway. Why? Because I ain't do nothing to you. You having a bad day. That don't mean I got to have a bad day. So I'm not going to take it personal, which means I'm not going to clap back. Now, do I always get that right? No, I do not. But I get it right more now than I ever have. Why? Because I seen somebody in the chat say integrity. Because I recognize that my light only dim if I dim it. That's the only way. Light don't flee when darkness come around. Darkness flee when light appears. You, in order to tap into the power and the authority you have, come on, ma'am, come on, sir, we need a little bit more discipline. You wondering how you admire men and women that you see, they weathering the storm, and you trying to figure out why they don't look like what they've been through. Well, get a little discipline. Get a little discipline. We are too emotional. Too emotional. My bad. I can be too emotional. She said, girl, and they ain't paying you no attention. So I slow down and let them go. Oh man. Yes, yes. I love it. 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 Not allowing the transfer. Yes, yes, yes. Now, I'm not going to give my power away. I'm not going to let no one ever again in life steal my joy. Why? Because the world didn't give it to me and the world can't take it away. It's up to me. I'm responsible. I'm responsible for what I think, feel, and believe. If we talk about operating in our freedom, but how free are you? Some of us are still bound emotionally. Some of us are still functioning in oppressive mentality. We are enslaved to our emotions. And I'm saying, if you really want to be free, get a little discipline. Stop making decisions based upon how you feel. And when I say how you feel, I mean your emotions. If you commit to the thing, honor your commitments. Don't make excuses. And if you drop the ball, guess what? It ain't the end of the world. Take accountability. Say, I dropped the ball. I'm going to try to get it right the next time. Keisha, bless my whole heart. A couple of weeks ago, we were sitting here and she just was joking. This was last month sometime. She was sitting here joking about somebody. And it was funny. But then I realized she started talking about inserting herself and how she learned, how she's seen herself in that person. And it impressed me so much. Why? Because in my decision to practice my right to remain silent, in my decision to practice discipline, choose discipline over motivation, guess what? I enable the person around me to figure it out. That's another thing for some of us. Mind your business. Please, ma'am. Please, sir. Don't you think you got too many responsibilities in your own life to invest your emotions in other people's stuff? Investing your thinking in other people's stuff that don't have nothing to do with you? Please, ma'am. Please, sir. Forward ever, backwards never. Discipline over motivation. I'm going to run this back one day soon, just for y'all. Or maybe just for me. But I'm going to run it back one day. But let me know. Let me know if you heard something that was helpful. Let me know if you heard something that provoked you to think. Let me know if you heard something that is provoking you to make a decision. Let me know if you heard something that has blessed you on this evening. Or just let me know I'm on this island by myself. That this journey was just for me. This lesson was just for me. I'm good with that. But I'm telling you, I never weather no storm and don't come out without a lesson. And the lessons that I come out, I always write it out. And if you've been around me, you know that I've weathered some storms, not just in my personal life, but in the lives of people that I love who are affected. You talking about emotional? But yet these individuals still choose discipline over motivation. They still show up. I might not feel like it. My life ain't even right now is somewhere is doing a thing that is unexpected. I don't understand it. It seems a little chaotic, but this area in my life is perfected. And because I can handle this area in my life, I understand this area in my life. God, I'm going to need you to go over there, work that out, and I'm going to go ahead and commit to this because I can handle this. We're so quick to say what we can't do. And I'm saying just do it. You're never going to know what you're capable of unless you step out there and do it. So that's everybody's assignment. Be intentional this week. Choose discipline over motivation. Don't wait till you feel like it. Get it done. Whatever it is that you have committed yourself to. Don't wait for a feeling. Get it done because you committed yourself to doing it. That's all I got, folks. I love y'all, and there's nothing, I mean, absolutely nothing you all can do about it. If you keep just moving along with me, I'm telling you, we are going to continue in our healing out loud. But at some point, we got to transform this thing and put our healing in action. So every now and then, I'm going to stop by and we just going to have a little teachable moment. Why? Because it's important. We do a lot of talking and we do a lot of showing up and everything makes sense and everything sounds good. But sometimes we need to walk through somebody's real life process to get it. So this was really for the people in the back that need a 1, 2, 3, a ABC. And I will email this presentation to you. If you want it, DM me, let me know, and I will email it to you. Why? Because it is important information. Choose discipline over motivation, and I'm telling you, you will see longevity. Not instant gratification, but longevity. I assure you of that. I thank y'all. I thank y'all. I thank y'all. I thank y'all, Dontrell. Thank you for coming through. I appreciate you, sugar, and I pray that you feel better. I pray that you are getting stronger. I pray that you are speaking life over yourself. I pray that this too shall pass. I may not know the depth of what you are going through, but I know enough to speak peace and speak healing and pray that you are walking in it. Ada says sending virtual hugs. Yes, yes. Thank you. I needed that. Thank you. Thank you. And I am also sending you, Dontrell, a virtual hug. Send it to me. Yes, you want a hug or the presentation? But here's a hug. I'm going to give you the hug, give you the hug, give you the hug. But yes, I will get that presentation to you. I will. And I pray that you share it. Come back next week. Anything can happen. Anything can happen. Anything can happen. Yes, Miss Karen Cook is in the building. Ada Myers is in the building. High Def is in the building. Let me just shout y'all out real quick. Salone is in the building. Yes, yes, yes. Miss Van is always at Ada Mo to the Joe. Yes, yes, yes. I thank you, Mo. I am praying for you. My heart is with you. As you know, Mo to the Joe is a part of this community. All I'm going to ask is that you lift her in prayer. Put her in your prayers. And I ain't talking about an emotional prayer. Spiritual. Miss Cynthia Brown was the first to open the doors of the PUS'HER community. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate you. All right. Anything, I ain't got nothing else. I'm just rambling now, so I'm just gonna let y'all go. Ain't no need to try to force anything else to come out. That's it. That's all I got. I love y'all. I will see y'all next week at the same time. Oh, this is what I was saying. I am putting together a virtual talent show. A virtual talent show, not just any kind of talent show. So I don't care what the skills are. You could be a writer, a rapper, a singer, a dancer, a painter. It doesn't matter. Whatever your art is, The idea is for, I will start posting the flyers this week. The idea is to bring our creativity and use it as a way in which, see, this is where discipline coming at. And I'm telling you, with your support, it will work. I'm telling you. So let's just say if I'm a painter, so whatever I am painting, whatever I painted, I have to talk about what is the story behind the painting. So I just don't want just, it has to be intentional. It has to be with purpose. If you're a dancer, what were you going through? How did you pick the song? What did you go through? What are you communicating to the people that are watching or listening? If you are a rapper, what inspired you? Why are you doing what you're doing? If you are a singer, if you are anything, a poet, it doesn't matter. All are welcome. I will be putting out the flyer. It will be a winner. Just one winner will win something tangible. But I want to do this as a way to show us that we have more tools in our tool bank than we think we do. We oftentimes looking for other people to change the things that's going on in our lives. And I'm saying, if you tap into your arsenal, your creativity, and begin to use your gifts and your talents as the way in which to express those things that you are going through, those emotions that you are feeling, so that they won't keep you oppressed, so that they won't keep you bound, we get them out. And some of us find it difficult to communicate through our words. So what is your craft? What is that thing that you're passionate about? Communicate through that. Because we don't have to always, there is a thing of non-verbal communication. And some of us need to practice that. But anyway, I want y'all to pray about that. Think about that. If you want to participate in it, all you have to do is send me a short video of what it is that you do to my website, and we will start picking through them. I will do probably 5 people at a time for a whole month, probably the month of April. I will start it. Right now, we're just going to start collecting the videos and stuff like that. I believe it will be fun. It will be something different. And yet we're still healing out loud with intentions. Okay. It is your girl Pusher. If you're not pushing forward, you're moving backwards. Say it out loud. Forward ever, backwards never. No, really say that thing out loud. Forward ever, backwards never. Have you gotten your copy of It Takes One to Know One workbook and journal and people pusher? No, then travel over to pusherlife.org, go to the author's page, and you will find It Takes One to Know One and People Pusher. Come tap in.